welcome back to another grocery haul video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I'm using to kind of try and get back on my weight loss journey, and I'm also going to show you guys some other things that I got for my family. So if you're interested in this weight loss type of grocery haul, keep watching. First things I'm going to go through is the fruits that I got this week. I like to switch up my fruits throughout the week so I don't get bored. But I did get a couple nectarines again because my daughter absolutely enjoyed these. The nectarines around this time of the year is so sweet. Did you enjoy them?
Yeah.
It was super sweet. It was almost like there was honey drizzled on it. It was really sweet. Yeah. The other things I got is a couple avocados. These are very ripe, so I would probably make some guacamole with it, or if I do decide, I might chop them up and freeze them so I can easily pop them into my smoothies throughout the week. This would actually act as my fat source for my smoothie instead of using nuts.
Mommy, do you realize that we have so much green vegetables?
Yeah, we'll get to that soon. So the other thing I got was mangoes. I absolutely love mangoes. Mangoes is something that I grew up eating, so this kind of hits home for me. If it's super ripe, I would eat it as is. If it's on the greener side, what I like to do is cut it up and add some salt, black pepper, hot chili peppers, lime juice, and culantro to it. Toss it up and just enjoy it just like that. The other fruit we got was bananas. Yes. It didn't come as a surprise. I get this every week. My husband goes through bananas like crazy. These I also like keeping in my freezer for my smoothies and stuff like that.
And we make these on Mommy's buffet.
Oh yeah, we also cut bananas up and we can put it on a yogurt parfait with yogurt, some fruit, some granola. It's delicious.
And the next thing we got was some strawberries. I love eating these, especially with whipped cream. And you can make plenty of other things with these. We can make cheesecake with these, and we also
you can eat it with cheesecake. I like to dip these in some Lily's chocolate. So at least there's no extra sugar. The strawberries itself is very sweet this time of the year. So if you use the Lily's chocolate chips, you melt it down with a little bit of coconut oil and then you dip it in there. It's like the perfect treat to end and just cap off your night.
And it's just like the pomegranate, except they're both red. But they're both red, except the pomegranates look like apples.
They're huge.
Because they have the same color, the same texture to it, and it also has the same brownish, reddish color.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my veggies choice for the week, again, just like my fruits, I like to switch things up. So I did get some coleslaw mix. You can have this as coleslaw, or you can do a crunchy salad. The coleslaw mix and lettuces and stuff like that, I like to get pre-washed, and spinach because it's just so easy to dump in a salad and I don't have to worry about washing and drying and all of that. So I got some coleslaw mix, and then to this coleslaw mix I love using these dinosaur kale. You can find them, sometimes they call it lacinato kale or Tuscan kale. This is more tender than the curly kale, so it's easier to incorporate into your salad. So if I'm making a salad with the coleslaw mix and this kale, I would cut the kale up just like if it was like shredded cabbage, and then I would make a simple dressing with avocado mayo, some plain Greek yogurt, lemon or apple cider vinegar, and lots of black pepper. Toss that together in a salad. If I had radishes, I would put that in there as well. The next veggie I got was some
curled kale.
Curly kale. This is the only kale that I would use if I'm making kale chips for her. I would wash it and dry it really well. As you can see, kale is very, very dirty. So you want to make sure and wash it.
Good.
Get all of the dirt, sand, and grime out of it.
And then
dry it really well.
And then the next thing you do with the kale is something, and what I would do with it is I would chop it up into little, like...
No, we actually tear it. We take the rib
Yeah,
out of the
that's what
kale.
I'm trying to say.
So we're gonna take this rib out, the entire rib, and then just break it up into big pieces.
And then we like put it in a bowl, and then we like put the oil in, and we massage
So
it.
we use some olive oil, massage the kale,
And then we put
it on
salt,
a sheet, and
and
then
then-
sprinkle the salt,
and
then
we-
bake it.
for 100.
No, 325 degrees oven, and then I'll bake it and check it after 5 minutes or so because these go really fast. The next thing I got was baby bok choy. Again, these go bad really fast, so when you get it home from the store, you want to make sure and you use it up really quickly. As you can see, it starts to go bad pretty fast. But what I like to do with these is add them to a quick soup. So like my bone broth, I would heat up some bone broth, actually I would saute the veggies first. So a bunch of veggies, onion, the bok choy, carrots. If I have some of the coleslaw mix, that will go in there too. Saute up all of those veggies. You can add in some chicken breast to it as well. A bunch of fresh herbs, and then the bone broth as the soup portion of the soup. Or you can add these to any type of cup soup that you have. I like using the Mike's Mighty Good ramen soup. So these are really good to kind of top your ramen with. If you're having this with like salmon, what I like to do personally is wash them really well, cut them down the center, so it's gonna be, just cut them in half, and then grill it. I don't season it. What I do is just grill it first so it can get a nice char, and then I would use some coconut aminos and drizzle on it, and it's absolutely delicious.
Amazing. And the next thing was some green onions.
So we got some green onions because I was running low. Green onions is something that I like to keep in my freezer. So it's easy to just pop into whatever I'm cooking because these can go bad so fast. They get old really, really fast and start melting in your refrigerator. So I like to wash it. Make sure you dry it because if you don't, any excess water that's on the green onions will just clump up in the freezer and it's going to be hard for you to break it apart. So you're going to wash it, dry it, cut it up, put it in a zip top bag and store it in your freezer, and you can just grab as much as you need whenever you need it.
And when Mommy's making like stuff with these, she usually cuts them up into baby circles.
Yeah, that's how I cut them up.
Wait, that's gonna be perfect for lasagna topping tomorrow.
You can put some on your lasagna, yeah.
Next is
So I'll show you this little random thing that I wanted to try. So this is the Good Day Sleep Supplement. 1 milligram, one candy should be 1 milligram of melatonin. So what I did was they said the serving size was 2. So I took 2.
But then
I would say it worked, but I don't know when I fell asleep. And then the next day, it was so hard for me to get up that I was so groggy and tired, and I just felt like I needed more sleep. So I think what I will do next time is try one and see how I feel with it. But it definitely worked. I don't know when I fell asleep.
So you mean you're gonna take 1 milligram? Because one costs.
Let me show you some of the pantry stuff that I got. So I got these green olives because I want to make my fish pouches again. What I love to do with fish when I'm on a weight loss journey is you can get like a piece of foil, or you can get parchment paper. You put your fish in there, and then you can season your fish however you like. I like salt, black pepper, fresh lemon juice, fresh thyme, fresh green onions. What else do I put in there? You can use some Old Bay seasoning if you like, some Cajun seasoning. I chop some fresh tomatoes as well. Any type of tomatoes. The small little baby cherry tomatoes will work as well. I did get a few of those that I forgot about. I got a couple of those little baby tomatoes.
And the colors are like yellow. You can see like yellow on the bottom, and the top over here kind of looks like orangey. And then we have like a red color, and there's also the tiniest ones. They look like little eggs. And then they have like a tomato that looks real, that is real tomato that looks in the regular shape of a tomato, which is kind of like a brownish, purplyish, pinkyish, reddish.
So even like with these, you put them in the pouch as well, and then some of the olives, you chop it up, and then it's just so delicious. You wrap everything up and you bake it, and there's no fishy smell, there's no ton of cleanup that you have to do. And you can also put like a base of broccoli or asparagus at the bottom first, and you have a complete meal.
And the next thing we have is some cilantro.
So some dried cilantro is something that I love keeping in my pantry when I don't have the fresh stuff. And then I got this hot sauce. What actually caught my eye with this is the fact that it's a coconut sriracha. I did try this on some chicken yesterday, and it was so good. The coconut in there, you don't taste like coconutty flavor. It does have a slight hint of sweetness, and you do get a little heat, but it's not overpowering because the sweetness of the coconut kind of mellows the heat out a little bit. But it's really good. Hot sauce in general is very good for you to use on your weight loss journey. Not only does it help your metabolism, but it also just makes the food taste so much better, and you don't get bored. It just adds so much flavor. And then I got this other hot sauce that I love using on tacos and stuff like that. This particular hot sauce is the one that I use in my crema. So I would use whole milk Greek yogurt, and I would mix in some of the hot sauce, lots of black pepper, a pinch of salt, lime juice, and cilantro. Blitz everything up until it's smooth, and that's my crema for fish tacos, steak tacos. You can put it in chicken tacos. It's delicious. Got a couple of barbecue sauce. I've never had the Primal Kitchen barbecue sauce, so I got the classic barbecue and the golden barbecue. The only reason I got these is to get back on my weight loss journey because the calories is amazing. It's just 15 calories a serving, and the ingredients is not bad at all, and there's only 2 grams of sugar in this one, and then 1 gram of sugar in the golden barbecue sauce. So it's very, very weight loss friendly, I would say. The next thing we got is some fig spread. This, I love figs. I love fig spread on bagels and cream cheese. You can also have this on a grilled cheese sandwich, so you can put like a little bit of the fig spread on. You can use like some Gruyere or mozzarella cheese with some bacon and make a grilled cheese sandwich. It's so good.
And the next thing we got is some Bada Bing cherries.
Bada Bing cherries. So this is just something I love for drinks and stuff like that. I love keeping cherries in my pantry for.
And there's
so these
also
are just
cherry juice in there.
Pitted with the stem on.
And guys, if
And
you
it's
want to,
so dark. It's beautiful.
and guys, if you want to know,
And delicious.
and guys, if you want to know what this liquid is, it's grape juice.
Is it?
Yeah. Because if it has grapes, it has to have a certain
No.
juice. It's grape juice.
No, it's not. It's water and sugar in here. So for 1 cherry is 10 calories, but it's worth it for something to look super pretty.
And the next thing we got is crunchy peanut butter spread. My mom loves that.
So I got some crunchy peanut butter. I love the crunchy peanut butter. My husband and my daughter loves the smooth. But I just love the texture of the peanut butter.
And the next thing we got is fire diced roast tomatoes.
Yeah. So this is, again, is just some stuff that I like to keep in my pantry. This is really good in chilies. The fire roasted stuff is really good in chilies and stuff like that. So I always like keeping the fire roasted ones in my pantry.
And the next thing we got is crushed tomatoes with basil.
So we have some crushed tomatoes again. Because we live in a hurricane-prone state, I just love keeping these things in my pantry in case of any emergencies.
The next thing we got is
So I got some cinnamon toast
rice cakes.
So this goes well with the peanut butter and some sliced fruit on top, and it's a great breakfast option or a pre-workout.
So guys, when I saw the rice cakes, I really thought that it was like I know it's nice. Come on. I never tried those, so I think I'm gonna try those.
So the other thing we got was some cassava spaghetti. I grew up eating cassava. I absolutely love the taste and texture of it. So I am super excited to try these. They look almost like whole wheat pasta. So I am stoked. The calories is just like regular pasta. But again, what I like to do is weigh it out. A food scale is your friend when you're trying to lose weight because it just helps you control better. Then I got some tricolor tortilla chips, just so I can have a little texture if I'm having some salad, or this goes well with a spicy tortilla soup. You can just sprinkle that on top for some added texture. And then I have these Near East little rice packets, again, for my pantry to keep on hand. And the date on these is pretty good. It's still 2022. Okay, so I got some cassava flour because I want to try making my own version of cassava tortillas. So they do have a recipe at the back of it. So I cannot wait to try it. I did get some taco shells from them. Again, these are made with cassava flour, avocado oil, pumpkin seed meal, pumpkin powder, sea salt, Salem husk powder, and it's absolutely delicious. It's a great alternative to regular corn tortillas.
I told them the secret.
We got some
Lily's chocolate. It is Lily's dark chocolate and caramel popcorn, which Mommy, I love first. Those are my two favorite things, chocolate and popcorn.
So these is what I like to have if I don't have a ton of sugar left in my day. This would be my sweet go-to grab and go snack. If I do have sugar left in my day, I would grab these babies because these are my absolute favorite, and you get 7 of these for 130 calories. These you get 28 grams for 110 calories. They did say there's about 3.5 serving per container, but a couple of these, about 3 pieces of these, goes a long way for me. The last chocolate item that I got is these Hue Gems. These do have sugar in them, but they have coconut sugar. So it's just chunks and chunks of chocolate that you can add to your baked goods. So it is paleo and vegan friendly.
So the next thing on the dessert list is these little like popsicles.
It's freezer pops.
Freezer pops, and the flavors are grape, cherry lemonade, and fruit punch. We have fruit punch juice in the freezer, so if I like the fruit punch juice, I know I would like fruit punch flavor.
Okay, so these have a mixture of fruit juice and vegetable juice in here, so she wanted to try them, so I got them for her to try. I also got some
pepperoni.
Turkey pepperoni. It's the only one she would eat by Applegate. It's the uncured turkey pepperoni. This is super good for those who are looking to lower their calories in their meal instead of using the pork. These you get 17 slices for 80 calories, so you get so much for so little. Tastes great, and you don't even miss the pork pepperoni. It is absolutely delicious.
Great. And the turkey, the gobble gobble turkey, is for the turkey bacon.
So we did get some lasagna noodles because I do want to make this on Sunday for them. So I would probably make a low carb one for me. It just depends. If I am having the full on lasagna, I would make sure that my breakfast and my lunch, or breakfast and my dinner, is on the lower carb side. I would have the lasagna because it's higher in calories. I would have it at lunch. Have a very light breakfast, maybe like a smoothie or something. And then for dinner, I would do a low carb dish. Okay. So the other thing we got was
some tangerine juice. I love drinking it. And next
so this tangerine juice has one ingredient only in it, just the juice of the tangerine.
And then the next thing we got is Health Aid. That's what Mommy just been drinking.
I did get a couple of the kombucha. I usually get the kombucha at Costco in the case, but they only carry the pomegranate and the pink lady apple. is my favorite.
So the next thing we got is some pickles. My mom
This is
loves
our
those.
favorite pickles. It's just the best.
So good. And the next thing we got is some classic pesto.
So this is the only brand of pesto that I would eat because the ingredients is amazing. They actually use extra virgin olive oil and not canola oil. And a little bit of this goes a long way. It is higher in calories. So if you want to enjoy pesto, I would say use a low carb pasta option.
And the next thing we got is some bacon.
So for pork bacon, I like getting the no sugar added. It's 50 calories a slice. Normally, I would get the turkey bacon
for me.
from Costco, but I do have to make a trip there, so I ended up getting that one, and because that one was on sale too.
So the next thing we got is some heavy whipping cream.
And what do you make with that?
We make, we usually make not having whipping cream with that. Whipping cream. We usually make whipped cream with this.
So you can make whipped cream with this.
Ice cream.
What you can do is if you want to use coconut sugar
You can.
instead of regular powdered sugar, all you have to do is take the coconut sugar, put it in your little food processor or blender and blitz it till it gets like a powder consistency. Or you can use monk fruit if you don't want the extra sugar in there.
And the heavy whipping cream, we're going to make, someday we're going to probably make whipped cream with that because we're going to make a beautiful dessert. We're going to make like vanilla or chocolate cupcakes, and then we're going to put like some whipped cream on top, and we're going to try to trick the viewers to see if they know that's ice cream and
Or a cupcake.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a vanilla cupcake.
And I'm actually gonna make a little bit of a cream sauce to go with the lasagna that I'm making.
And the next thing we got was some whole milk ricotta cheese.
Ricotta.
Ricotta cheese.
Some ricotta and fresh mozzarella to go with the lasagna. So nothing too special about these two. Okay, so that is it. That is the end of our grocery haul. I hope you guys enjoy.
And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you don't miss another video. Boopity boppity boop.
Okay, guys, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for another recipe Sunday.